McAuley is boxing tonight as though he's absolutely determined not to have one of his famous wars. Maybe worried about facial injuries. And he's, so far, boxing is very, very cool indeed. It's a little bit reminiscent of the defense he had against Louis Curtis of the United States. It was a quiet fight, but overwhelmingly won, of course, by McAuley. McAuley's a shade ahead now, but the rounds are all close. McAuley came in just a pound under the 8-stone limit. He's done very well all these years to maintain himself, for a tall flyweight, to maintain himself able to make 8 stone. That is not easy. But this man has managed it, and in some of the fights he's had, he's clearly managed to stay strong at the weight because he's come back from the most extraordinary situations. The man from Soweto trying to get inside, but he's kept at bay here by these quick stabbing punches from McAuley. There he comes again. McAuley is elusive enough to keep out of the way of him. And those are quite a good exchanges from McAuley's point of view. The Matlala punches are doing nothing. They're landing on his gloves. But McAuley is finding him with good punches, and that right hand was the best punch that McAuley has thrown so far. Fifth round, and it clearly hurt the South African. That was the first really hard right hand to nail Matlala. All this work from the South African, really not getting him very far. McAuley handling himself well, keeping out of trouble, and he eyed Matlala very closely there as they parted on their way back to the corners, just to have a look at what he might have done to him with that right hand, because that punch in that round was the most significant one thrown so far. And it was a typical McAuley blow. He's been working for that for a long time. I said earlier he was trying to get the 1-2 going, and he certainly managed it here. We can see it again here. That was a bomb. And from that moment, the supporters of McAuley were on their feet cheering for him to go and get him. So that was the South African, really not getting him very far. McAuley handling himself well, keeping out of trouble, and he eyed Matlala very closely there as they parted on their way back to the corners, just to have a look at what he might have done to him with that right hand, because that punch in that round was the most significant one thrown so far. And it was a typical McAuley blow. He's been working for that for a long time. I said earlier he was trying to get the 1-2 going, and he certainly managed it here. We can see it again here. That was a bomb. And from that moment, the supporters of McAuley were on their feet cheering for him to go and get him. So that will have given that corner a lot of confidence. Here they come to round 6. This Smirnoff-sponsored fight for the International Boxing Federation. Flyweight title. There are 3 others, as I was saying earlier, world flyweight champions about. The WBA, that's the World Boxing Association champion, is Yong Kang Kim of South Korea. The WBC, World Boxing Council champion, is Moon Chai Kittikesum of Thailand. And the World Boxing Organization champion, the WBO champion, is Isidro Perez of Mexico. It's a shame that world championships are fragmented in this way these days. It's so much better, I think, for a sport if it's got an undisputed champion. It's sad for someone like McAuley, knowing that there are 3 other guys who are also claiming to be the champion. Good right hand again from McAuley. He's beginning to look as though these short punches to the head are beginning to slow the man from Soweto, Baby Jake. He's looking a little more laboured, and I'm not surprised if he's walking in now. His face is wide open now to these quick 1-2 punches from McAuley. Both men well drenched in water, and a lot of it comes flying out through the ropes when they come this way. And Matlala has found some more energy from somewhere and putting in quite a determined effort in this round once he gets McAuley to the ropes. He's taking deep breaths now when he draws away. McAuley taking 1 or 2 punches to the head here. But from what we've seen so far, the South African doesn't look to me like a really damaging puncher. It's a sort of remark that brings disaster on, of course. So now we're halfway through this World Flyweight Championship. 6 more rounds to go. And I wonder if Matlala's wondering himself quite what he has to do here to make an impression on the champion. Well, so far,